Now this here is a cartouche, which encircles the royal name of Ramses. It protects it from evil coming in from the outside world. These other signs are his various titles, and I'm going to walk you through those now. At the top, we have this semicircle here, with two lines underneath it. Now Egypt is divided into two sections. There's Upper Egypt, which is actually in the south, counterintuitively, because the Nile runs from south to north. And Upper Egypt is very craggy and rocky and hard to live in. And there's Lower Egypt, which is the delta, the Nile Delta, which is very swampy and good for agriculture. Together these create the two lands, and that's a word that the Egyptians used to describe their country, Tawi, or the two lands. The symbol here, the semicircle, is a word that means the Lord, or the Master. And so together, he is the Lord of the two lands, or King of Egypt. Now many pharaohs had many names, sometimes as many as 5. Behind me are a few examples of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, ancient Egypt's most famous funerary work. In it, hundreds of spells detail the perils and the pitfalls of the afterlife which the soul must navigate, and it gives the answers to riddles required to open certain locks, certain doors, things like that. The bottom scene here is a richly decorated telling of the weighing of the heart, in which the deceased, pictured here on the left in his white linen robes, is led by the hand by Anubis, god of embalming and mummification. He is presented before Osiris, the god of the dead, and his heart is taken from his body and weighed on the scales of truth against the feather of justice. If his heart is light or lighter than the feather of justice, his soul will be allowed to pass on to the next trial. However, if the soul's heart is heavier than that of the feather of justice, it will be fed to Amit the gobbler, here pictured between the scales, and his soul will be obliterated for all time.